And that's part of what they talk about too, is specifically what will happen. And once you release all the constraints and requirements, is that both people, agents of both sexes, are incentivized to adopt a strategy so that in the future when they get married, because part of this is, and I was trying to say this before, not only is there the time period, I'm now looking for a match, and now there's this process, how hard is it to find a match? But long before you start looking for a match, you develop in your mind, what's my strategy for life with regard to my role in society, a marriage, a family? What do I see my role as being? So you have to begin that whatever specialization you're going to do, you have to do that like in your adolescence and young adulthood,
right?
Preparing for your mid-20s, let's say. Well, when you're in that earlier point in your life timeline, the freedom associated, there's no prohibitions or requirements, you can do anything, then the market forces will drive all people to try to develop marketable skills, meaning I can earn an income. And it will drive all people to neglect domestic skills. I know how to be a good spouse. I know how to be a good parent. Because they fear, even if they're not conscious of any of this, right? But let's just say the market incentives are such that everyone's trying to avoid either like that first category where if I imposing constraints on myself and I then go into the marriage marketplace and I'm engaging with people who had no constraints on them, then I will be at a disadvantage. I will get less out of the marriage bargain. So the only way to avoid being taken advantage of, even if I would get something out of the marriage, I would be getting less than the other person. And so out of a fear of being taken advantage of, out of a desire to get the most out of the bargain, everybody's like, no, I am not going to put myself in a position where I will be at a disadvantage in the bargaining. I'm going to develop marketable skills so that I can so that my partner is either equivalent to or inferior to me in terms of their bargaining power, and I will get a bigger slice of the marriage pie. I'm trying to translate their economic language into